There is a referee in world football, and Lionel Messi has never lost a match when he is in charge. Not once. 5 games, 5 wins for Messi's teams, no losses and no draws. He was even part of the officiating team for Argentina's 2022 World Cup final win. So, out of all the referees in the world, guess who FIFA has just given the England semi-final to? And remember where we are right now. Argentina and FIFA are already deep in controversy during this tournament. They have been accused in almost every match of getting all the big decisions to go their way. And now, for Argentina's biggest game yet, FIFA picks the one man who has never seen Messi lose. It seems almost crazy that they would do this. Or maybe, just maybe, it is not crazy at all. Because this is starting to look exactly like a governing body that wants Messi and Argentina in that final. Before a single ball has been kicked in Atlanta, a huge part of the world has already decided how this one ends. Let us get into it. His name is Ismail Elfath. He is 44 years old, a 2-time Major League Soccer Referee of the Year, widely respected across North America. And on Wednesday, he will be the referee for England against Argentina. Here is the record that has set the internet on fire. Messi's teams have 5 wins and no losses in matches Elfath has been involved in. Elfath was the 4th official for the 2022 World Cup final in Qatar, the night Argentina beat France on penalties. He was the referee for Messi's very first Inter Miami trophy, the 2023 League's Cup final, which was also won on penalties. And he has taken charge of 3 of Messi's Miami League games on top of that. Add it all up and you get a perfect Messi record. Never a loss, never even a draw. And now, of all the games in the world, he has got the one where Messi is 90 minutes from another final. Here is a detail that makes things less clear before we even get started, though. Look at what Elfath has actually done at this tournament, and it does not look like he is helping the favorites. He has refereed 3 games already, and one of them was Norway's surprise last 16 win over Brazil, a result where he oversaw one of the biggest teams in the sport getting knocked out. He has not been shy with his cards either, giving out 6 yellow cards and a straight red to Uruguay's Agustin Canobio for a high challenge. Canobio was so unhappy with that decision that he confronted Elfath and grabbed his shirt. This is not the picture of a soft referee gently letting the big names through. If anything, his tournament suggests a man perfectly willing to make the hard, unpopular call, which is worth keeping in mind as the anger builds. And here is why this is blowing up rather than just being a fun piece of trivia. It did not happen in empty space. It happened on top of the most suspicious run any team has had at this World Cup. Argentina reached the semi-final, followed by a lot of controversy. Against Egypt, a great Egyptian goal was taken away, and a late penalty appeal was ignored, leading Egypt to file a formal complaint, and their coach to say plainly that the cup is being directed towards Argentina. Against Switzerland, a VAR review turned an Argentine yellow card into a Swiss red card and changed the whole game. Go back to the group stage, and Messi avoided a card for a stamp that many called a clear red. Over and over, the close calls have gone the champion's way. So when FIFA, the same FIFA that canceled a red card after a phone call from a president, and is sitting on a formal complaint accusing it of favoring Argentina, picks the one referee on earth under whom Messi has literally never lost, people do not see a coincidence. They see a plan. And the accusation spreading across social media is blunt. The fix is in. It was planned from the start, and this whole tournament is being pushed toward a Messi farewell final. And honestly, if you only look at how it appears, it looks a little bit crazy. Follow the money and the interests. FIFA is set to make billions from this tournament. And a Messi final is the single most valuable outcome you could imagine. The golden goose of global television. The FIFA president openly adores Messi to the point he invited Messi's club side to the Club World Cup, despite them not even qualifying. Stack the money, the affection, the string of favorable calls, and now a referee with a perfect Messi record. From the outside, it stops looking like a sporting competition and starts looking like a story with the ending already written. That is how many people see it. And for FIFA, it is a complete public relations disaster. But now let me be the sensible one for a minute, because the easy version of this story is not the full truth, and I am not going to sell you a lie. The 5-0 stat is just a link, not proof, and it falls apart the second you look at it closely. A referee does not control who wins a football match. Elfath being the 4th official at the 2022 final is completely meaningless, because the 4th official does not make a single call on the field. He just manages the benches and holds up the substitution board. And Messi's Inter Miami is a strong team that wins most weeks regardless of who is refereeing. So Messi winning some MLS games when Elfath was on duty is not a conspiracy. It is just good teams winning games. Elfath himself is not some secret FIFA plant. He is a man who came to America as an 18-year-old on a visa lottery took up refereeing because he was unhappy with the standard, and worked his way to the very top of his profession. There's nothing in his record that suggests anything other than a very good referee. And here is the part that really takes apart the why did they pick him? Anger. The fact almost nobody shouting online seems to know, FIFA could not appoint an English referee for this game. FIFA could not appoint an Argentine referee for this game either. Their own conflict of interest rules specifically bar officials from either nation from taking charge of an England-Argentina match. And not just for the normal reason of nationality, but because of the political rivalry rooted in the Falklands conflict. That is why England's Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor are not eligible. That is why Argentina's Facundo Tello is not eligible. FIFA was forced to choose a neutral referee from a third country, and the pool of top available neutrals this deep into a World Cup is small. Whoever they picked, someone was always going to find a weak link and screenshot it. There is, to be perfectly clear, no proof of anything here at all. And this conflict of interest rule is not some convenient excuse made up on the spot. It is the same rule that ruled Anthony Taylor out of refereeing the 2022 World Cup final between Argentina and France. It applies to the third-place playoff too, which is sure to involve one of these two nations. So Oliver, Taylor, and Tello are locked out of that as well. In other words, FIFA's own rulebook removes the most obvious neutral-seeming English and Argentine candidates and forces the choice onto a shrinking list of officials from everywhere else. Elfath, an experienced World Cup official who has already worked this tournament, is a genuinely logical choice from that list. The why him of all people anger mostly disappears once you understand how few people were actually allowed to be there. So what is the actual problem if it is not a proven fix? The problem is that FIFA, after the tournament it has just put everyone through, was careless enough to choose a referee carrying this exact baggage into the single most watched, most accusation-filled match of the whole competition. They had every reason on earth to know how it would look. They knew about the Egypt complaint. They knew about the VAR controversy jokes. They knew half the world is already convinced the champions are being helped. And they still walked a referee with a headline-ready Messi record straight into the middle of that storm. That is not necessarily corruption, but it is a stunning failure of judgment. And it is the same failure we have seen from FIFA all summer. An organization that has stopped caring how anything looks because it has spent months teaching the whole world to expect the worst from it. And that is the real tragedy of it, because the person this hurts most might be Elfath himself. Even if he is completely clean, even if he referees the game of his life with total fairness, FIFA has created a situation where a good official walks out onto a field in front of a global audience that has already decided he is biased. Every decision he makes on Wednesday is now under a microscope. A soft foul, a yellow card, an offside flag, a penalty. If any of it goes Argentina's way, the internet explodes in an instant. Told you so. Rigged. If it goes England's way, the Argentine side will cry the opposite. He has been put in a position where he cannot win, and the football itself will be watched through a fog of doubt no matter what actually happens on the grass. FIFA did not just choose a referee. It damaged its own big game before kickoff and left a good man out to dry. Here is the thing everyone screaming rigged conveniently forgets, though. England are more than good enough to settle this themselves and make the whole argument pointless. Jude Bellingham is in the form of his life. Harry Kane is scoring, and Argentina, for all their good calls, are a flawed and tired team that has needed extra time and a miracle just to get here. The bookmakers actually make England slight favorites for this semi-final, with Argentina rated the least likely of the four remaining teams to win the trophy. If England turn up and play the way they can, they win, referee or no referee. That said, do not mistake Argentina for a team riding luck alone, because that is lazy thinking too. Whatever you think about the refereeing, this is a side with a real plan and real quality. Lionel Scaloni has built a compact midfield diamond around Leandro Paredes, who is completing more accurate passes than any player at the tournament. That protects a defense which has given up fewer expected goals than almost anyone left. Messi is still the joint top scorer with 8 goals and the tournament's most creative player. And in Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez, they have match winners who can settle a tie out of nothing, exactly as they did against Switzerland. England will have to be genuinely excellent to beat them. But excellent is well within England's range, and that is the perfect answer to every conspiracy theory going. Beat Argentina so clearly, so decisively, that not a single whistle on the planet could have saved them. Silence the noise on the field. Whether England are capable of that is the real question of the night. And notice that is a question about football, not about the man holding the cards. So we head into Wednesday with the strangest pre-match story of the whole tournament. A referee who has never once seen Messi lose, chosen by a governing body almost nobody trusts anymore, for a game a huge portion of the world has already written the ending to. Maybe it is nothing, just pure coincidence dressed up as a smoking gun. Maybe it is the most careless choice in modern World Cup history. But either way, FIFA has made sure that when the whistle blows in Atlanta, every eye in the building will be on the man in the middle just as much as on Messi, Bellingham, and the rest. And that, in a World Cup semi-final between these two great rivals, is a genuine shame. Do you think the choice is a real warning sign or just paranoia after a chaotic tournament? Drop your verdict below before kickoff, and I will be right back here afterward to break down every single call, whichever way they go.